there, everybody. Welcome back to the Planes, Trains, and Comic Book channel. My name's Matt, and today we're going to review Bloodstained Teeth #1. But before we get into that, if you guys wouldn't mind sharing, subscribing, commenting, it really helps me out and lets me know what you guys want to see more of. So with that being said, let's get straight into it. All right, we got the cover here for Bloodstained Teeth #1. It is an Image comic, and it is by Christian Ward, Patrice Reynolds, Heather Moore, and Hassan Otsmane Alao. So they give us a little breakdown of this kind of vampire lore that they're establishing here. Basically, there are two types of vampires. There's the ones that are born and ones that are made. The ones that are born are like rich and famous and stuff and super powerful. And the ones that are made are actually illegal, and they're called sips, and you're not supposed to make sips. But there is a vampire who makes sips, and that's who we're following on page 1. His name is Atticus Sloan, and we see that anybody who has his information can call him, pay him $10,000, and also 10% of their future earnings, and he will turn them into a vampire. So on this first page, we see him going to a Instagram influencer's house, and after Atticus leaves, he checks her Instagram account and sees that she is in fact showing everybody on Instagram that she is a vampire, which is not good for him because they're supposed to be hidden. So Atticus goes back to his driver, who's named Joey, and we kind of get some exposition about their relationship and whatnot. It turns out that Atticus had a party to go to with a bunch of firstborns, and at this party they were tearing apart a Sip, one of the maid vampires, and they give us some more lore here where if the Sip is someone you've turned, you can't eat him, you get sick. So all these firstborn vampires are eating this guy that actually was someone that Atticus turned, and so he has to say, oh, I already ate, I don't want any. So it looks kind of suspicious. Then Atticus is called to a meeting with none other than Bram Stoker himself, who apparently is a vampire and wrote that book as a cover story for them. And the reason why they wanted to meet is because they do suspect him of possibly making sips. And they start talking about his driver, Joey, and saying, wait, isn't your familiar a sip? And Atticus freaks out and just kind of storms out and leaves. Then we cut to a few hours later where he's in his apartment and he's listening to music, kind of figuring out what to do after that party. And he gets a knock at the door. He opens it and his friend Joey falls through it. And that's where I'm going to stop it. I don't want to spoil anything else. So this was a pretty cool, interesting comic. I like that they took the time to explain the world and exactly how these vampire rules are set up and kind of set itself apart from other mythologies that are out there for vampires. The writer did a good job of making it interesting through this whole comic because there is talking, but it jumps back and forth between times and events. So there's never really like a boring moment. There's always action going on and it keeps your attention. For me, the art was really the standout in this book. I kind of want to see what it looks like black and white because the colors are so vibrant and poppy. They really add another layer of awesomeness, but both the colors and the line art are really, really good. This book really stands out. It looks really different from anything out on the shelves right now. So overall, I thought this was a really strong issue. It was a really good start to a series. And if you like vampires and stuff, this is a cool, interesting take on that whole mythology. So I'm going to give this one a 3.5 out of 5. And if you saw anything you like, definitely go pick that up at your local comic book store. And we will see y'all in the next one.